Hello everybody, happy holidays. It's been a while since I have done a video, so I am coming on today to work on a December journal. I have never done one before. I decided that I needed something to focus on just for enjoyment and no pressure. I started watching a YouTube channel, oh gosh, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It is at Teresa H Creates. I will link her channel in the description box so you can go check her out. She is putting together a December daily journal and providing daily prompts for creating the pages in her journal. So I thought I would follow along with her and work on my own journal. So far I have 7 days of prompts. I was able to build my journal, add all the pages to it. So I'll show you first what I have come up with, and then I want to start working on the prompts. I have already cut out and kind of put together the base for some of the pages I want to do. So if you like that kind of video, I hope you will stick around and we're going to see what we can come up with. First, I'll share the prompts for the first 7 days. Then I'll kind of give you an overview of what I have picked out for the 7 prompt days. And then really what I need to do is pick out which page in my journal I'm going to start working on. I need to count up how many pages I have so I can figure out like what'll be, day 1, day 7, day 25, that kind of thing. So let's first of all, I'll share with you the paper collection I am using. This is Mittens and Mistletoe. This is a crepe paper collection. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this recently with all of the office supply hauls going on. I did not get this from there. I got this from my local paper crafting store, Marcos Paper. I got a bunch of the stuff for 50% off. So amazing deals. This collection is from 2021. And the regular price was $9.99. So I got it for 50% off. I have 2 of these thicker packs, and I used a couple of the stickers on my front cover. I also got the pack of Mittens and Mistletoe tags. There's 54 in here, so I have a bunch of those cut out. These are the duplicates. I did pull out some stickers. I don't know if I'm going to use them from Hobby Lobby because the colors match pretty nice, and I have these old bow stickers also. Got the Mittens and Mistletoe ephemera pack. There's 40 in here. And here's the pieces you get in that. Other one I picked up was another ephemera pack. And that has a lot of journaling pieces. I still need to work on picking out things to do journaling. So that is what I am using. In addition to a boatload of cardstock. Glitter cardstock. It's amazing how much cardstock I used in this project so far. I got some gold glitter. I got some vellum, green, white, craft, just a big assortment. Those are my basics. And then I got this huge container of die cuts and things that I have made. I have strips left over from making my background pages. So if I need anything like that, I can pull from it. We'll see if I use any of this stuff. So I've already pulled out all of the journaling bits, the ephemera, and that's all in here. And then the other ephemera pack is in here. And I made a few extra things to put in there. I also used, I think I used a little of this paper. This is Snowy Days. This is from scrapbook.com. I also used a couple pages from this winter pattern collection from scrapbook.com to fill in some of the pages on here because I didn't want to repeat too much, so I pulled a couple pages from that since they were very muted and I thought they would blend in well. Right, so let's take a look at my journal. So let me give you the measurements. The journal itself is let's just say it's 5.5. It has expanded a little since I decorated the pages. I had actually cut off to make it all even before I decorated. It's expanded a little more, but I'm going to try to add some extra trim or something here. It is 5.5 wide by 8 tall, so it's a really good size. I used 60-pound weight white cardstock for the base of all my pages, and then I added the scrapbook paper, the pattern paper on top of the sheets. So the pages should be very sturdy. I added a few pages that are just vellum and decorative paper. On the binding here, I just added some gold string. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on there or not, but I had picked this up at an estate sale over the summer. I just like that it adds a little bit of gold. I did add a dab of glue right there because this kind of string tends to come untied very easily. It is glued just on the knot for now, so hopefully that's going to stay. So as I was putting this together, I totally forgot to glue my seam binding under the paper before I glued the covers on, but there's always something you could do. So I just took my seam binding and double wrapped it around as my closure, and it can just slide off. And for now, just because I wanted to add a little jingle to it while I was working on it, I added one of these really cute bells. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They are these snowflake bells. Added that on there. I'm going to do something else with that because I've got some Christmassy charms, but I just wanted to add that for now. So I'm just going to slide this off and I'll show you what my cover looks like. I love how this turned out. So for this one, I just took a piece of the cut aparts. There were 2 sheets of cut aparts. I stitched around it, and then I added a layer of this shimmery gold cardstock. This I've had in my stash for several years. I don't know if they still have this or not at Michael's, but it was that gold shimmer cardstock. Behind that is a layer of white glitter cardstock. The puffy sticker is from this sticker sheet, and along with this bow sticker here and this one down here. I added extra wet glue behind these because they just do not stick very well, and I want this to last. Then here, this was a cutout from something I die cut. I don't really remember, but that heart I thought looked really cute there, so I just added it on there. And I might go back and add some stickles to the snowflakes. I just haven't done that detail yet. I didn't have enough of the pattern paper. It was not quite wide enough to go, you know, all the way around the spine. So I went ahead and used a piece to overlap all the way around the spine on the front and back. None of the pages are decorated yet. I'll just show you the pages and then I'm going to go back and count them. Decided just to cover every page with the paper from the collection, and then I'm just going to decorate it as I go. I had no plan really when I started gluing stuff down. Tried to match papers up that look good together. I did add a few extras in here, so I'll show you those. This is a page from the winter paper collection. Super cute. It's this little bear paper. And these are double-sided too, so they got nice colors on the back. This is a piece of just white, shimmery, heavier weight paper. And here's the next page. Little camping, snowy scene I thought was really fun. And here's a poinsettia page. Here I just added a piece of this gold polka dot vellum. And here's where I tied my string through here. And then on the back, I wanted to see something that kind of coordinated well with this polka dot paper, so I did the star paper. And this is also from that scrapbook.com pad. Both of these pages. You'll see a little piece here. This is from a gingerbread man, and he is stitched in to the spine. And this is another really pretty page with poinsettias. I just added this little piece of pattern paper in here as an extra little fun element. In the middle here, I cut out this Christmas tree is from, let me get it, show you. It is from the nested Christmas tree set from scrapbook.com. So that's the largest tree in there. And I did cut off the base of the tree, cut it down so it would fit in my book. I went with a whole Christmas tree theme and woodsy theme on this page spread. And this is the middle. And I stitched using embroidery floss to bind my book together. And here's the back of that scrapbook paper. I like all these words on here. Here's where I added my gingerbread man. He's got one stitch in there. I hope it's going to hold up, but I just thought that was fun to put in there. Here's the back side of the vellum. And I left this page blank for now because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put there. So I just left it blank. In case I decide just to leave it like this. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Here's the back side of that shimmery paper. And here's the back page. All right, so that is my journal. And now I'm going to share with you the prompts that I have so far. This is the December daily prompts, and these are from Teresa H. Creates. On YouTube, she is doing a prompt for every day. So she started drawing on the 1st of December, so I started watching her that day. First prompt was a snowflake, and then she did that first video. Yeah, then she did 3. So the second prompt is poinsettia. The third prompt is mug of cocoa and cookie. And then the fourth one is cookies for Santa. Number 5 is socks, scarves, mittens, hat. Number 6 is holly. And number 7 is sleigh. She is also picking a page randomly out of her book, decorating it. Like for snowflake, I don't know where she ended up, but she was not on the first day. And she went ahead and numbered it. I am going to hold off on numbering because I'm going to try to number them in order. So let's see how many pages I have here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay. 32, 33. So I think I can leave a couple of the, like the vellum or one of the die cuts out, but I'm almost going to have to use every page. And I'm hoping that one of the prompts will be tree right here. And I know there's a cookie one, but I'm hoping maybe there'll be one for a gingerbread man, since I have him in here. Let me show you some of the things I have cut out to use in my journal based on these prompts I have so far. So I made a bunch of poinsettias. I love the way they turned out. I kind of used this as my example. Let me move this down a little. This is one of the die cuts from the collection, and I want to try to incorporate some really pretty poinsettias, and I left them very flat. So this is where I started my morning. I kind of went off on a tangent, making some poinsettias. I used these diamond dots. This is, well, they don't have a color on them. Shade 8036, but it's just adds a little bit of color in the middle for the berries. And I used basil cardstock, and I inked up this color with Let me find it here. Some Distress Oxide. My favorite color is the Spun Sugar. It's just very subtle, but it just adds a little shading on the edges of those flowers. And then I layered the green cardstock behind there. So I made a variety of sizes and just used these two colors and the same colors of berries in the middle. So I made enough I think I can use throughout my journal, because one of the prompts is poinsettia and a couple of the ephemera pieces have poinsettia with some acorns or pine cones. And I thought I might be able to use these on that page along with maybe a tag somewhere to do some journaling, or a photo mat, some word sentiments, and a couple of these. I don't know what page it's going to be on in my journal yet, but I got those picked out and made. Then I did some die cutting. Right on top here, I made a holly leaf. This is a Chaos Craft, I believe. It's a shaker set. And I just wrote around the edges with my really thin marker. Added the berries on there. They got a little shimmer to them. And I inked the edges of the cardstock with this cracked pistachio. Again, it's very similar color, so it just adds a little bit of shading. The last prompt is a sleigh. This is another die I have never used before. It also can be made into a shaker, but I did not want the bulk for my journal, so it's just flat. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it, but I'm starting with this sleigh. I have a cup of cocoa here with some whipped cream on top. I used one of the papers from the collection kit to cut that out, and then I cut another one out for the handle so I could make that gold. I made a tray of gingy cookies, and I made some cookies, another old Chaos Craft die set I never used. Made some cookies. I cut out this gingy, and instead of getting all my dies out, I went in with my white gel pen and just colored his icing on there. I have this stamp set, Chaos Craft. I got a little bit of ink on the edge there, but I'm not bothered by that. So, so that's another page. These are ephemera from the ephemera pack. I pulled these out because one of the prompts is mug of cocoa and cookies. Those are just some things that I have pulled out to get me started. Day one is snowflake, and this is the first day I'm going to decorate. I cut out some very intricate snowflakes with one of my dies, and I cut out these two pattern papers. I'm going to, at least in this video, decorate the first page. So let me put all this back in here so I don't lose any of it. And for the rest of this video, we're going to decorate just the first prompt, which is snowflake. Okay, this is going to be Christmas. So let me get a sticky. And we're going to put 25 on here. Just December 25th. this is all I'm going to do for this video, and this is my first prompt and my first page. So I probably will go ahead and do the other 6 days that I have, and then I'll come on and show you how I have put it together. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.